until you end the Emergency Powers Act. We must restore and respect the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Nancy Pelosi, we ask you now to bring to the House floor an end to the Emergency Powers Act. We must respect the Constitution, and we must stand united for freedom. Do not ever tolerate tyranny. Do not ever tolerate mandates. We must unite for freedom for every people. This is a basic fundamental human right. We will live free or die. We will never be silent. We will never go home. It is time to be we must stand America that we unite for freedom and justice for everybody in America. We will never tolerate mandates. Our doctors, our nurses, our military. We will live free. Divided, we will live free or die. We will never be silent. We will never go home. It is time to be we must stand America that we unite for freedom and justice for everybody in America. We will never tolerate mandates.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Eric and Doris, Canadian Girl, Pamela Nicole. Good morning. Thanks for joining in. Yes, that's right, Roy. We must work together for sure. So, just working on some audio here. Let me see.
Let me give you a pamphlet.
Hi.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Yeah, please read.
Support you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me give you a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, please read. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me give you a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, please read. Thank you. 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 Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Give me a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
baby. Yeah.
Whoop. Yeah. There we go. I like Simon. Simon's a good dude. I like him. Yes, this was Alex Glassgow in LA, yes.
Vote on this, vote on this. All right here. Yeah, dude, for sure, dude. No problem. Punch a hole, punch a hole.
The accountability. The government works for the people. We must end the emergency declaration. It is time to respect and restore the Constitution. History is repeating itself, folks. It is repeating itself. It is time that we know our history and we can fight for freedom.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You having a good day? Love you, bro.
So you okay with the 10 bills?
Don't hate it. He's a little touchy.
You okay with the 10 bills, buddy? God bless you. Love you.
He doesn't. Hey, try to just tell him what the bills are instead of asking him if you know. Because nobody really even knows what they are. They're.
You want 12-year-olds aside and they get any kind of medicine? You want the police to enforce it?
They're allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I see you. I see you in that hybrid right there. I see you. God bless you, sir. Hey, can I get one? You know, yeah, just one.
You want the emergency jack on the bottom?
This has got the things in it, right? Yeah.
This is about freedom. The heart and soul of the nation is under attack. We must stand up together and unite for freedom.
Bill AB 2098 classifies anti-COVID medical opinion as unprofessional conduct, subject to discipline by medical board, loss of medical license. SB 866 lowers age of vax consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge. SB 920 authorizes the medical board to inspect the doctor's office and medical records without patient's consent, essentially deputizing medical boards. What's up, guys? Hey, can I highlight something to you? Yeah, I just want to highlight something in there since you guys are police or whatever, or security. So they're trying to allow these medical boards to inspect patients' records without their consent, and now they're trying to require law enforcement to enforce public health orders or lose their funding. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to third-party deputize medical boards. And they're also trying to lower the vax age. They're also trying to lower the vax consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge, dude.
Oh, shit.
They're voting on it here in a couple of weeks, so we're just spreading awareness, dude.
Okay. All right, thank you. That's what California's trying to pass right now. California's trying to pass these. You want it? Stop the tyrannical 10. California's trying to pass it. Stop the tyrannical 10.
We are looking for the Constitution, the entire Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence. If anybody has seen it, please return it to our politicians. They obviously don't know what it says. we are out here for medical freedom, baby. Let's go. Let freedom reign. REIGN. They're lowering the age of vax consent to 12 years old without parental knowledge and consent. 12 years old without knowledge and consent of parents.
I love that previous line from Alex.
If anybody's seen it, please return it to our politicians.
Yeah. I love that. That was a good one, Alex.
Hey, have y'all seen the Constitution? Or have y'all seen the Constitution?
Constitution.
We're trying to turn it to our politicians.
That's a good one.
I think they're waiting on me. What are they doing? Oh, what the heck? What's up, man?
This is what your state is trying to pass. Wake up! This is what your state is trying to pass.
Wait on the convoy. Slow it down, convoy.
This is Your Freedom Rising here with a restream.
Let's get to Rose Simon.
We are watching Alex Glassgow with the Peoples Convoy. In LA earlier in the week.
Children's medical information without parents' consent to a third party.
Are they, is Hollywood, the strippers right straight ahead?
I think so.
Okay, well, if you're going to hang out with these things, we're going to meet you down there, dude. All right. All right. What's up, bud? Yeah, buddy. Excuse me. All right, we're going to go. We're going to Hollywood. Yeah. He knows. I told him, I was like, hey, it's right around here. We'll meet you down there whenever you're done.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I just talked to him.
It's good for him to educate what we're...
Yeah. We only got 2 hour parking, though. We got a goal to get.
We got an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, that's even worse.
More, twins and stuff, right?
Yeah, she does, but, you know, we can't be out here standing at the intersections all day. We got to get to the Walk of Fame, baby. Let's go. I second the freedom call.
You're weak on that.
Thank you very much.
Nah, I'm not trying to be overbearing, dude. I'm not trying to be overbearing, bro.
I can't just stand there.
Besides, there's nobody around here to hear it.
Up on the balcony.
There is a couple of them,
Yeah,
huh?
on the balcony all the way up, dude. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, baby.
Feel free to take one. California's voting on 10 tyrannical bills. Learn your state.
Dom is putting in work.
Huh?
I said you're putting in work.
I like it, kid. Would you guys like a flyer? Can't come into your business, but we will stay outside for a moment. Wait here. Hold on. We're stopping. All right, stop right here. I'm going to cross over there and dance.
SB 871 adds COVID-19 injection to list of immunization for public and private school regardless of FDA approval. SB 866 lowers age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without parental knowledge and consent. We need to stand up and take California back, y'all. They're voting on this in a couple weeks. They're voting on these evil, evil bills. Freedom, baby. We are all about medical choice. Our body is our most sacred home. We do not consent. We do not consent.
We do not consent.
Hey, Kim, have you seen the Constitution?
Yes.
Would you like a pamphlet, sir? All right. Have a good day, man.
Good morning, everyone. This is Your Freedom Rising. We are streaming a past stream here.
Okay, so read the third one. This one right here. They're voting on that in a couple weeks. Lowers the age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without parental knowledge and consent, or consent knowledge.
Oh, I see.
Isn't that crazy? They're voting on that.
If we ignore it, we're not going to have any rights to the kids anymore.
Yeah.
Keep it, read it now. Say it.
Please help spread the awareness, brother.
I've never met so many woke people.
Yeah, but he's nice. Calm down. Yeah. Hey, give this man a flyer. Give this man a flyer. Oh, he's got his hands busy.
He got his hands busy.
He's got his hands busy.
Nice bike.
His hands are on the bars, handlebars. I didn't even think about it. Look at Dom, he's running people down in their trucks, dude. Oh my goodness. You want a flyer? Yeah, vote no.
To keep our freedoms.
Here, if you flip it over in here, it shows the 10 bills they're going to be voting on here in the next couple of weeks, maybe even a week. One of them lowers the age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without the consent or knowledge of their parents. So, yeah, and the...
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, they're trying to...
Parents always.
They're trying to third-party deputize the medical boards by allowing them to probe employees' medical records without their consent.
Oh, hell no.
And then now they're trying to require law enforcement to enforce public health orders or lose funding. So basically what they're doing is they're third-party deputizing the medical boards, and it's not good. It's probably the most evil COVID-19 things we've seen so far in this whole country. And being that California's got 40 million people out of the 330 in the whole country, it really, if they pass this stuff here,
It's going to go everywhere.
all of them. So we're trying to just raise awareness to the California constituents and get them to stand up.
I appreciate your work.
Yeah.
We need people. Yeah. At this point, I don't care if you're right or left. Just get involved and talk with each other.
Will you take another one for me? Take another one for me. Hey guys, can you read this for me? Can you read that for me? Please? Appreciate it.
Good luck, guys.
What's that? Yeah, I need to put them like right in my pocket here. You know what? Hey, can you hand them to me? Can you hand me all those? Thanks. Okay, much better. Okay, let's go. Hey, let's go, I'm going. Nothing?
You good?
Well,
good?
we're hanging out too long. We need to get to the strip.
These are 10 bills that your government is trying to put into office.
Good morning, everyone. This is Your Freedom Rising with a restream of a previous broadcast. This is Alex Glassgow and the Peoples Convoy in L.A.
You've seen it, please return it to our politicians. Here in a couple weeks, California is going to be voting on 10 bills. Vote no. One of them is lowers age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge. There's another one that requires schools to create long-term testing plans and report test results to CDPH. Can I give you this? Yo, they're trying to let 12-year-olds get vaccinated. Let's go, convoy, let's go. What are you doing? I'm going. You guys want to go with me?
As long as you don't walk 50 miles an hour.
I probably will. That was loud. I'm sorry.
Loud.
Can I give you this?
From behind.
That's my gift to you for my apologies. If you can flip it over to the
Apology?
Yeah,
you
'cause-
call this an apology?
No.
I'm just teasing.
When you read
Alex
it, you'll
Glassgow, nice to meet you.
understand.
Oh, good though.
Yeah, can you flip it over into the first page right here? Good job, very nice. This one right here, dude, we're voting on all these 10 bills in the next week or so, and one of them allows lowers the vax consent to 12 years old without the parental consent or knowledge, and there's a lot more.
taking
They're giving the 12-year-olds
Bro,
a lot
bro,
of shit on.
bro.
Let them get married in Tennessee.
Bro,
This is,
Okay.
the Emergency Act is still in order. Read that one.
yeah, it's kind of nutty.
But what's up with the dropping the age limit, man?
I don't know.
It's like they're just like going crazy with that shit.
I know, dude.
In a variety of different things in a variety of different states.
And if they pass it here, then other blue and purple states are probably going to try to follow suit. And we're trying to stop that. We're trying to get the Californians aware and get them to stand up in their own state. So
Thank you.
we're with the People's Convoy. We've been outside of D.C. for the last month protesting at the...
Oh, you guys with them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
We decided to convoy all the way back across the country just because of this. So we just got here a couple days ago. So glad to be here, boss.
Be
Humbly assertive.
safe. Be safe out there, man.
Humbly assertive.
There's a lot of aggressive, people that contradict things.
Yeah.
And it's like, they come after you.
Yeah, that's all right. We're deep. We got people.
That's right. Deep right now.
Well, hey, look behind you, bro.
Oh, that's you?
Oh, that's us.
Good. Because I heard the voices. But
We-
then I only see a couple people. I was like,
Yeah.
then I just heard
Oh
the
no,
voices
there's
again.
some on
Thank
the
you.
other side of the
Yeah, have a good day, man.
Nice flag work there. I like it.
Well, that just happened.
Here in a couple of weeks, California is going to be voting on very evil bills. Say no. Say no.
Just say no, people. Just say no.
There's really not anybody like these people. Probably can't even really hear me in their cars. So yeah, let's just get up to the. I'm not all about like trying to hunt people down in their cars and stuff. Like that's how cool they can do that. I'm getting to the Hollywood Strip. I'm trying to get the celebrities' voices to hear this. You know what I'm saying? We came out here to talk to, go to the celebrities areas and stuff and get the celebrities chat. And hey, how you doing? Hey, can I give you a pamphlet, bro? I'm with the People's Convoy. We just convoyed all the way across the country. We've been outside of D.C. And here in a couple weeks, California is going to be voting on these bills right here. One of them lowers the age of vax consent to 12 years old without the parental consent or knowledge.
I see. Who do you support?
I'm not a California constituent. But call them and tell them and say no. Can I give you this? Have a good day. Yeah, baby. I hear you, Simon. That was loud. Hi, can I give you a pamphlet? Okay, well, they're trying to let 12-year-olds get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent here in a couple weeks. Call your senators and say no.
God bless you guys.
Comirnaty is the FDA-approved vaccine that is not available in the United States, so they're trying to hinge all this nonsense on. You're probably gonna have a bunch of people offering you pamphlets, just saying. But we're with the People's Convoy, and here in a couple weeks in California, they're gonna be voting on these 10 bills. One of them lowers the age of vax consent to 12 years old. Can you read? Read good? Read good? Can you translate? Can you translate? Okay. Well, God bless.
Do you guys want?
He doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak English. They're gonna be like all of them. They're gonna be like.
I think Rose speaks Spanish.
Oh, Armenian. No Spanish. No Spanish.
Oh, no Spanish.
Armenian. Libertad. Freedom. 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 Freedom.
God bless you.
Everything. All here.
The emergency act is still.
He doesn't look. Hold on. This gentleman speaks Armenian. Please leave him alone.
Thank you. Amen.
Sorry.
You know what? Can I give you one of these, man? I got a smile and a wave, and I was like, I'm just gonna come talk to you. Here in a couple weeks, they're gonna be voting on these. One of them lowers the age of vax consent to 12 years old without the parents' knowledge and consent. And we're trying to get the California constituents to get aware, if they're not already, and to call their senators and tell them to vote no on all those bills. 10-4, bro. Have a good day. They're trying to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. That's why we're out here, brother. Let freedom reign. That is REIGN. We are out here with the People's Convoy. We're fighting for medical freedom. Here in a couple weeks, California is going to be voting on legislation, one including allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. That is 12-year-olds without the knowledge and consent of their parents. It's a little nutty. We're trying to get the California constituents to stand up and speak up and tell their voters or their senators to vote no. Without liberty, it is all slavery. Without liberty, it is all slavery.
Stand up for your state. Stand up for your state.
We are looking for the Constitution. If anybody has seen it, please return to our politicians. They have not read it recently. Hey, bud, can I give you one of these?
Love that. Never gets old.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout out to the chat. Everyone stopping by. Thank you so much. This is Your Freedom Rising with a restream of a previous broadcast.
Let's go.
This is Alex Glassgow.
Umbrellas, because it's about to rain freedom.
Alex Glassgow with the People's Convoy.
REIGN.
They were in LA.
Without parental consent or knowledge. They're voting on it in a couple weeks. Tell your senators to vote no. I don't know if anybody heard, but there's some weather rolling in. It's about to rain freedom. That is REIGN. Let freedom reign, baby.
Nice.
Here in a couple weeks, they're going to be voting on bills to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds without the knowledge and consent of their parents to get vaccinated. It's a little nutty out here. I don't know if you guys like nuts or you're allergic to nuts, but we are encouraging Californians to stand up and tell their senators to vote no. Hey, can we give you one of these? 12-year-olds without the knowledge and consent of their parents to get vaccinated. Do you agree with that, sir? Do you agree with that? Is that a no? Is that a yes? All right. Well, you have a nice day. It was nice chatting with you.
Let me stop for a minute, dude. Stop. I'm gonna catch up.
Well, we'll roll with Simon then. He's slow rolling. Hi. You speak English? Here in a couple weeks, they're going to be trying to vote on these bills, allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge or consent. And they're also trying to deputize the medical boards by allowing the medical boards to inspect the doctor's office and medical records without patients' consent. Now they're trying to require law enforcement officers to enforce public health guidelines or lose funding. So basically what they're trying to do is third-party deputize the medical boards. And they're voting on this here in California in a couple weeks, and we're trying to get everybody aware and get the California constituents to stand up, call their senators and tell them to vote no. Right here is a list of all these senators. You call them and just tell them to vote no on all these bills. SB 871. Read them yourself, look them up, and if you don't agree with them, we gotta get Californians to put a foot down, because there's 40 million people in this state, and out of the 330 million in the country, and if California votes this stuff into law, then the rest of the country might follow. So actually, it probably will. So we're trying to get people aware if they're not already, and just spread awareness. You'll probably have like 15 more people offer you one of these, but just wave it at them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, baby. We're out here for medical freedom. We're looking for the Constitution, the entire Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence. If anybody has seen it, please return it to our politicians. They haven't read it recently. Look, here in California in about, a week, they're going to be voting to let 12-year-olds get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Can I give you a pamphlet? Thank you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Can I give you a pamphlet, sir? Is my megaphone louder than your headphones? I hope so, because they're going to be allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Knowledge. Have a good day, dude. It's a beautiful day out here. Please. Okay. Hey, real quick, can I talk to you for just 1 minute? All right. Yeah, baby. That's freedom reign. That is REIGN. Here in a couple weeks, California is going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them no. No, and that's nonsense. It's a little nutty out here. I mean, I like nutty bars, but I don't like these bills. We need to call these senators and call them out on their tyrannical overreach. It's about time medical freedom comes back to the forefront of the COVID-19 response. We are looking for the Constitution to be at the forefront of the COVID-19 response, and we encourage Californians to call their senators and tell them to vote no on. Vote no on SB 871. It adds COVID injection to list of immunization for public and private schools, regardless of FDA approval. Lowers age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge.
All right, good morning, chat. So what are your guys' thoughts on these bills, and what are you guys' thoughts on how we can what further action we can take in order to spread awareness, be politically active, and do things that will be for the betterment of mankind? What do you guys think, chat? Shout out to the chat and good morning to everyone.
If we can open their eyes with SB 866, then hopefully we can open their eyes on other stuff. Hey, how's it going, bud? My name's Alex. We got a YouTube channel. We're out here with the Peoples Convoy. Have you heard of the Peoples Convoy? Okay, well here in California, they're going to be trying to get 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Here in a couple weeks, they're going to be allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' consent or knowledge. No knowledge and consent from the parents for 12-year-olds to get vaccinated. Kind of nutty. They're going to be voting on it here in a couple weeks. Call your senators and tell them no. Yo, what is up with this convoy? They're just like, they're spending too much time on this road. We need to go.
Alex is on the move. Shout out to the chat. Again, this is a restream of a previous broadcast. You're watching Your Freedom Rising. We are watching Alex Glassgow in LA with the Peoples Convoy. So feel free to share your thoughts on the convoy, the state of the country, these bills and mandates that are attempting to be passed into laws in California, and what we can do to take action in order to spread the word and be politically active in these times. Your prayers and support are much appreciated. God bless you.
Hollywood, or we need to get to the Walk of Fame, because there's going to be a crap ton of people outside of their cars. They're going to get the cops called on them for running people down the road. I don't know. Anyways.
Alex is a lone ranger.
Along. Look, you got to keep up. I already told him once. Move him down there.
Вперед. Как бы эти рестораны, я редко туда хожу, на 5-10.
Convoy is way behind. They're way behind. I could probably go get some pizza. And they probably wouldn't still be here.
That's funny.
Hello. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Okay, well, here in a couple weeks, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds without parental consent or knowledge to get vaccinated. Here in a couple weeks, they're going to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Looking for the Constitution, looking for the entire Bill of Rights. If anybody's seen it, please return it to my politicians who haven't read it. I'm with the People's Convoy. We are currently fighting for medical freedom. Let freedom reign, baby. That is REIGN. Man, they're way back there. Look at that. Way back there. I'm half tempted to go back and get pizza. If there's another restaurant up here, I'm gonna go get food. These guys, man, I tell you. Hi, can I give you a pamphlet? Please, please, please. Well, that didn't work. People take me seriously. Look, I'll probably give away more about as many. I don't know, Dom might have me beat because he's running people down in their cars. We are in Hollywood, baby. We are in Hollywood, baby. Look, I got a specific genre of people that I'm targeting with the way that I dress. I'll give it a pamphlet. Thanks, man. See that? A young guy just took my pamphlet. A young guy just took my pamphlet. See that? That's the age group. That's the genre I'm talking about. The seemingly woke and the younger generations is the bridge I want to gap the most.
Shout out to the chat. This is Your Freedom Rising. Thanks for stopping by.
10 bills here in the next week. One of them allows 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent.
We are watching a previous broadcast of Alex Glassgow in Hollywood with the Peoples Convoy. Let us know your thoughts on the convoy, these bills, and how we can take action. Thanks for stopping by.
Walk of Fame. I'm at Franklin Ave and La Brea Avenue. La Brea Avenue and Franklin Ave. Can you guys see how far I am from the Walk of Fame? These guys are taking too long. I didn't bring my other phone with me. La Brea Avenue and Franklin. Can y'all confirm that for me? Hey, Cream Puff. We're getting to the Walk of Fame here in West Hollywood, California. The rest of the convoy is like giving out flyers as people driving by. There's actually like 15 of us here, but yeah, I told them, I was like, let's go. We got to get to. We've only got so much time. La Brea and Franklin, yes. .3 miles. All right, thank you. Yep. Yeah, baby. I guess I'm supposed to use the crosswalk, but we gotta wait for the hand. Talk to the hand, talk to the hand. Hello everyone, here in about a week they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccines without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them no, we do not consent. Let freedom reign, baby. That is REIGN. Dude, look, they're so back there. You can't even see them, they're so far back. Anyways. We're waiting on the crosswalk. You know what? Here. California AB2098 classifies as anti-COVID medical opinion as unprofessional conduct, subject to discipline. Yeah, baby. I don't even got an American flag on me. All right, here we go. Can you see it? There it is. Hey, Jam. Yeah, the school invited the convoy there to educate a Christian school about the Constitution. It was actually a very beautiful thing. All the kids came out, signed the hood, honked the horns, and they learned about the Constitution. It was a beautiful day. So yes, you are correct. That did happen, but watch your articulation there, pal. What is the Hollywood, I think it's, what's the Walk of Fame? What's the road called? Simon was supposed to be the lead truck, but he's just not doing it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got somebody behind you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, well, fine. I'll go. Here I go. Hey man, can I give you a pamphlet? We're with the Peoples Convoy, fighting for medical freedom. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without the parents' knowledge and consent. We're trying to get the California constituents to stand up and, you know, tell their senators to vote no. All the info is in there. Thanks, bro. Thanks for your time. I think this might be a police car up here. If it is, that'd be cool. Maybe not though. No, it's not. Am I going the right way, guys? Ugh. Why do they have to take so long? I feel like I'm in the wrong spot. That's okay. I'll walk backwards to them. What's down here though? We'll see. It's like a residential neighborhood. Yeah. I bet you we passed it. I bet you that's the road right there, to be completely honest. Weathercat, stop. Listen to Weathercat. All right, what did he say? Hollywood and Vine? Okay, thank you.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for stopping by.
Simon was like hanging out for 10 minutes at each intersection.
This is Your Freedom Rising. We are watching Alex Glassgow and the People's Convoy in Hollywood Boulevard earlier in the week. Thanks for checking it out.
You ever heard me say, "Can I give you a pamphlet?" before? You can't stop Simon when he gets on the horn. That is correct.
Yeah, that's so true. Megaphone Simon.
Okay. All right, we're heading there. Hey, what's up, dude? Can I give you a pamphlet, bro? Hey, look, I'm with the Peoples Convoy. They're trying, here in about a week, they're going to be passing legislation, or trying to pass legislation allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call the senators right here and tell them to vote no on all those bills. Please and thank you. All hands on deck, boss. Yes, sir. Well, Simon told me it was at the end of the road. And, yeah. He's supposed to be the lead truck, but he took forever. And everybody was taking forever. I see him down there at the intersection. That's probably where they're at, where Vine is. Dom's down there waving his flag. A long way from my trucks. I just zoomed in on them at the next intersection. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. I'm not afraid. Here in a couple weeks, California is going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. I'm with the Peoples Convoy. We're out here for medical freedom. Let freedom reign, baby. That is R-E-I-G-N. Let's go. We need to call our senators and tell them to vote no on this legislation. Ooh, look at that. It's like some Gran Turismo stuff.
Gran Turismo. That's funny.
This light, does this mean this light take forever? I feel like I could have ran across this 7 times. Hey, can I give you a pamphlet? Okay. Did you hear about the legislation they're about to be passing here, or trying to pass here next week?
No, I didn't.
Do you think 12-year-olds without their parents' knowledge and consent should be able to get their own vaccination status? I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, you know? 12-year-olds should not be making medical decisions for their body without their parents' knowledge and consent. Being that California has 40 million people out of 330 million in this country, if they vote that into legislation or law, it's bad news bears. So they're down there at that one intersection. Like, oh man, I almost just ran across the street because that's how I do things in small towns.
Yeah, it's definitely different in small towns. I found that out. That's how it is where I live.
You know what? I'm gonna like jog down there.
Just kind of run across
Ooh,
whatever.
the bullhorn though. I'm gonna make it work. Hold on. You know what? Hey, hold on. I gotta put my thing back in the thing. You know the thing. Cause they're down there. I see Vine right now. Jaywalking is against the law. Yeah, I know. I know. Good morning, California. I'm with the Peoples Convoy. We are trying to get Californians aware that in the next week they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We do not consent. We are Americans, baby. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Somebody just yelled at me. Like, woo! What's up, dude? Did you guys see that? I snuck a little bit of a pamphlet action in his bag. I hope he noticed. Oh yeah, it's Hollywood. Wait. Yeah. This is the Walk of Fame, right? Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on that side of the road?
It's just steep.
Oh, okay. Can I give you a pamphlet? One with the Peoples Convoy. Here in about a week, they're going to be allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. It's a little crazy. Wouldn't you agree? Pretty crazy? 12-year-olds?
Crazy indeed.
Okay, we're with our people. We are on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, baby. Look, see, there's so many people down there. Look, see this? This is what we're talking about. This is like big city on the sidewalks type of deal. Look, see, she's got a pamphlet. She's got a pamphlet. Can I give you a pamphlet? I'm with the Peoples Convoy. We're trying to raise awareness about the bills they're passing here in about a week or so. Thank you. We are looking for the Constitution. We're looking for the entire Bill of Rights. We're looking for the Declaration of Independence. If anybody has seen any of those things, please return them to our politicians. I don't think they've read them recently. Here in about hey ladies, here in about a week they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds. What's up, dude? I see you. Have a good day, bro. Pretty sure he had a pamphlet in his hand already. Either that or it was a receipt. Our people are down here, though. We got Judge Judy, Richard Webb, a couple empty stars. Maybe I'll have my name on one of these one day. That'd be neat. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Thank you very much. What's up, guys? Have you guys gotten a pamphlet yet? No. Okay, here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. No problem. 12-year-olds should not have that consent to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge or consent. Did anybody hear about the legislation they're about to pass? Anybody hear what? You're a parent. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. So call your senators and tell them to vote no on the bill. They're all in there. I'm with the Peoples Convoy. Have you heard of them? You're a California constituent, right?
I am a registered voter in Washington, D.C.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, if they pass, they're trying to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent, and if California passes it, it's gonna go all the way to D.C. with them having 40 million people here in California, the great state of California. Out of the 330 million in the country. So we're trying to get the Californians aware, and really anyone. So if you know anybody in the area that's a parent and would like to have that choice for their own kid, tell them to call their senators and tell them to vote no.
For me, or is this
for you, dude?
Okay, cool.
For you.
Yeah, dude, I love California. It's the only state right where I'm supposed to be, but I do agree. And most children are incorrigible at certain ages, so that legally means that in a court of law, in a legal context, they don't know just who's right and wrong. So to make a decision like that is something that I'll look at it. But thank you.
Yeah, please help spread the awareness, boss.
Yeah, cool, man. Take care, dude.
You too, dude.
Cool, man.
Yeah, you too, bro.
That guy had a full face mask. A full mask on. That was interesting. He seemed pretty cool, though.
12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Let freedom reign, baby. That is REIGN. How you doing? Can I give you a pamphlet? Thank you. Thank you. Can I give you a pamphlet? Are you with him? Okay. Thank you. Can I give y'all a pamphlet? Okay. Did you know that they're about to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccines without their parents' knowledge and consent here in about a week, here in California?
That's cool.
Do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get that without their parents' knowledge and consent?
Why not?
That's kind of crazy. They can't even get porn or buy cigarettes.
Oh, gosh.
That was nutty. Hi, can I give you a pamphlet? My name's Alex. I got a YouTube channel, Alex Glassgow, and I'm with the Peoples Convoy. And in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. It's a little nutty. We're trying to spread the word. Freedom Reign, baby. That is REIGN.
I hear a megaphone. Another megaphone. Ha.
I need more pamphlets. I'm out of pamphlets.
He's out of pamphlets.
I hear Simon. For what? Say
America, motherfuckers.
no.
Please.
No, I got a YouTube channel. Don't say fuckers.
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was a good one. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. It's Dominic. America. Oh, there's Simon.
Anybody got extra pamphlets? I ran out.
It is time that we unite for freedom. Freedom is greater than fear.
Really, we should have brought a lot more.
To divide us by race, religion, or political persuasion.
Can I just get one? Can I just get one, just in case? Can I just get one? Thank you.
Alex asking for pamphlets.
Basic human rights. This is about freedom.
We're about freedom. If they want to wear a mask, that's fine. But just make sure they're aware that we're about freedom, baby. Okay? I know. But we're about freedom, so they can do whatever they want. I don't have any more left.
We are a peaceful protest. We are the Peoples Convoy.org.
Hi.
We're supporting folks. Go to the website. Join us as we roll across the country from sea to shining sea, holding the torch of liberty, standing up and uniting the country for freedom. United we stand, divided we fall. This is not about right or left. This is not about Democrat or Republican. This is not libertarian. We don't care who you love or who you vote for, folks. This is a peaceful protest, and we are standing together as united people of the United States of America, united for freedom and justice and liberty for all. We believe in the founding fathers. We believe in the basic principles of this nation. We were grounded. We were based on freedom. That is,
yes.
when we are standing up together for you, your children, and your grandchildren, and every person in the great state of California and around the globe. We love and we support freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom Reign, baby. That is REIGN. Okay, go ahead, Simon.
We're standing with our doctors and our nurses, our military, our college students, our teachers, our federal employees. We're with you for medical freedom, and it is your decision what gets injected into your body, what gets injected into your veins. We have people in this country that are losing their careers, they're losing their jobs, they're losing their 401ks, they're losing their entire retirement because they're being forced to inject medicine into their body.
Poison!
Your body is your choice. What gets injected? We must end mandates. We must never tolerate vaccine passports or medical tyranny in the land of the free, the home of the brave. We are a free nation. We are a free people. God made us free as a basic fundamental human rights. We are not against vaccines. We are not against masks. That is your choice. We are for freedom and justice and liberty for every single person in the great land and around the globe. We are for freedom. And it is time that we unite as the united people of the United States of America and unite for freedom and justice and liberty for every single person. We'd love to have you join us, folks, at PeoplesConvoy.org, the PeoplesConvoy.org. There are 10 bills in the California legislature currently that are a direct assault on freedom and your basic fundamental rights in this country for medical freedom and privacy. Right now, in the California House, there is AB 2098 that classifies anti-COVID medical opinion as unprofessional conduct, subject to discipline by the medical board, or doctors and nurses can lose their medical licensing. Right now in the California Senate, Bill 866 lowers the age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge. Parents, listen up, folks. You should be contacting your senators and your legislators if you value your children's health and medical freedom.
I know, right?
I need more flyers.
I know.
920, the California Senate
They're in my
authorizes the
car.
medical board to inspect the doctor's office and medical records without patient's consent. Right now, in the California Senate Bill 1390 prohibits any person or entity from making statements that the government deems untrue or misleading, including on the internet and ads.
Alright, that's private property. This isn't though.
But I need to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta make money. And
Right now, California Senate Bill 1184 authorizes. Hey, this guy needs to make money. We need to make freedom. This guy needs to make money. We need to make freedom. Listen, in about a week, California is going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Okay? These politicians are accepting blood money, dirty money, instead of freedom. Okay? What is the penalty for treason? It is death. Look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up for yourself.
This guy needs to make some money. Come down here.
yeah, hey, appreciate you. Yeah,
Come on down here.
Although I do support you, I support freedom way more.
What are you gonna say?
The media will not report this.
Oh.
I got this. You know I
The media won't report this, but we will. We got Alex Glassgow on the scene. You can find me on YouTube. That is Alex Glassgow, Glasgow. Let's go, baby. Let freedom reign. That is REIGN. We are with the Peoples Convoy. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Let freedom reign, baby. REIGN. Let's go, baby. Hey, California, stand up. California, stand up. Call your senators and tell them to vote no on this evil legislation. We are all about getting freedom to the forefront of this COVID-19 response. Contact your legislators. Contact your senators. Let them know.
I got the money. Watch out for me.
Let freedom reign.
Legend.
See, this is what's up. This is why I wanted to come down to the Walk of Fame, y'all. This is why we're down here. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Did you hear about the legislation they're about to pass next week? 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Ooh, we got some fruit down here. We got some fruit down here. You know what? Hold up. Hey, are you guys in line for the food? All right, 10-4. Yeah. Well, here in about a week, they're gonna be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. What's up, dude? Hi.
You want onions, everything?
Try it. I will. Experience it.
Oh, okay.
How many you want, baby?
Good.
Making good. Making good.
Yeah.
Making good. How many you want?
That looks delicious.
You want everything?
It's like a bacon dog. Look at that.
Yes. Is it spicy? It's a little bit spicy. Are you okay with a little bit spicy? Yes. Get your mustard and wheat? Mustard and wheat?
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, boss, can I get a soda, bro? How much for the Sprite?
Ready, go, baby. Wow, let me see. Are you not baby?
Thank you.
He's excited, honey. That's why. It's okay.
Yep.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mango, watermelon, mixed mango, hot dog.
How much for a bacon dog?
$8.
$8. Okay. Just keep the 3 and take the 5.
One?
Yeah, 1 please.
You want everything, baby?
Maybe just a little bit of the peppers and this little concoction.
Onion too or
and a
only
little
peppers?
bit. Yeah.
Onion too or only peppers?
Only peppers. Yeah.
How much is the fruit?
$8, really? Like that, really?
Yeah, that looks great.
Ketchup, mustard, and mayo?
All of the above.
The three?
Yes, please.
You want two guacamole, corazón?
Yes, please.
That looks good.
You want a pico de gallo?
Yes, please.
Oh, it's okay.
Making me hungry.
You're welcome.
Very good, baby.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, baby. Beautiful day. Thank you.
Look into the legislation that they're going to be passing in the next week.
Okay.
Yeah. They're trying to let 12-year-olds get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent.
You
So,
want to have your papa?
well, I'm going to eat this real quick. We're out of pamphlets, which kind of stinks because we gave them all to the cars driving by. We don't got enough for people here. Hello.
Oh, hey.
So no one likes freedom?
I do. I love freedom.
If you love freedom, then you are an American patriot, I would only assume. So why are we allowing 12-year-olds to inject themselves with this vaccine without knowing what's in it? Yeah, you know they have that freedom, but are they wise enough to know? Not at all.
There's Bruce Lee. I love it.
Oh, there is Bruce Lee right there.
Oh my God, it's not that good.
Down there. I don't know if I can eat it. Like, it's like... That's gonna be some... Oh, goodness. Look at my face. Look at my face. I mean, look at it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, baby. Let freedom reign. That is R-E-I-G-N. Let freedom reign.
Anybody want this? I can't eat the rest of it. It's just too messy.
I'll be praying for you.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome. Thank you for taking it off my hands. It's becoming too much of a problem for me. Whew. think I'm free. Oh, we got Disney here. Hey, Disney. Did you know that in about a week they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent? That's a little crazy. Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney! They're coercing kids to get vaccinated. They're coercing kids to get vaccinated. Boycott Disney! Freedom! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hashtag free George! Hashtag free George! Yeah, baby! I gotta throw this stuff away. Hey, are you wondering what's going on? In about a week, they're gonna be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators, tell them to vote no. Where is that trash can around here? Oh, you got extras? Oh, can I have a couple? Thank you kindly, sir. Where at? Hi there.
California needs to stand up. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We do not consent. Without liberty, it is all slavery, baby. Look, this is the land of the free. We're looking for the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the entire Bill of Rights. If anybody has seen it, please return it to our politicians. I don't think that they've read it recently.
Shout out to the chat. This is Your Freedom Rising with a restream of a previous broadcast. This is Alex Glassgow and the Peoples Convoy on Hollywood Boulevard. Thanks for stopping by. Please enjoy.
Wait, what's for $20? Can I talk to y'all for just 1 minute? All right, 10-4. How about you, boss? Can I give you this? All right, 10-4. Have a good day, bro. Have a good day, bro.
Here in about a week, they're going to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We do not consent. California, stand up. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Tell them to vote no on SB 866. Look it up.
Hey, here in about a week, they're going to be allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. I got 500 people watching. How many you got? Let's put our streams together.
I don't have any.
Do you think that 12-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent?
I'm not sure.
You don't think you think 12-year-olds? You don't think you have any opinion about whether or not they should have parental consent for a vaccine?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you have a great day. Can I give you this? Okay, well, call your senators and tell them that you think 12-year-olds should be able to have a decision, or their parents should. Nice. I inflated the numbers. Yes, I did. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, can I talk to y'all for 1 second? All right. You have a good day, bro.
California, stand up, baby. It's your boy, Alex Glassgow. I got a YouTube channel. You can find me at GLASGOW. Alex is simple. But look, here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Call your senators and tell them no. Put your foot down, California. You have 40 million people in your state, the great state of California. There's 330 million people in this country. If California passes this into law, it's going to be bad news bears for the rest of the country. Thank you.
Can I give y'all a pamphlet? Do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent?
I don't think I'm going to talk about vaccines. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. I don't think 12-year-olds should be able to talk about vaccines. Not without their parents' knowledge and consent, that's for sure. Hey, can I give you a pamphlet? My name's Alex. I got a YouTube channel. That's really cool. I'm with the Peoples Convoy.
Hello.
And we just drove across the entire country. We've been outside of D.C. And I love your energy, first off. Second off, I'm trying to bridge the gap to the younger generation. I'm a professional fire dancer and wind technician, and I do have a YouTube channel. You probably got, what, how many? 420 people watching you right now. What's your name and where are you from?
420. I'm Jessica Rodney. I'm from Temecula, California. It's SoCal, baby. It's warm and sunny all the time.
Yeah, baby. You have such a good mood, and I hate to diminish it, but can you open that up and turn it to the first page, please? So look right here. In about a week, they're going to be voting to allow the age of vaccine consent to 12 years old without their parents' knowledge and consent. So it's kind of crazy. We're encouraging all the California constituents to stand up and call their senators and tell them to vote no.
No, because
No.
they're children. They're little babies. They're only this big.
Wait.
Boycott Disney, baby. Let's go. Let freedom reign. That is REIGN.
Thank you so much. Nice energy. I like it. Hi there. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Can I talk to y'all for 1 minute? Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Libertad. Libertad. Freedom!
Freedom! Yeah. All right. We are on Hollywood Boulevard with Alex Glassgow earlier in the week. And the Peoples Convoy. Thanks for stopping by.
In California, here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. SB 866. Call your senators and tell them to vote no on that bill. Thank you very much. If they pass it here in California, the rest of the country might follow. 40 million people in California out of the 330 in the whole nation. So we need California constituents to stand up and call their senators and tell them no. Enough is enough. Freedom, baby. Let freedom reign. That is REIGN.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, baby. Let freedom reign. That is REIGN. My name is Alex Glassgow. You can find me on YouTube. That is GLASGOW. Here in about a week, California is going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Does anybody here think that 12-year-olds should be able to get a vaccine without their parents' knowledge and consent? I sure don't. You know, we're encouraging our senators to, or our California constituents to call their senators and tell them to vote no on SB 866. That is SB 866. Thank you very much.
Anybody want a pamphlet? Anybody want to learn about that? Anybody want to learn about that? Do you think they're working? I won't mess with them. Please. Oh, did you? Nice. Thank you so much. Please help spread the awareness. What's going on, y'all? Hey, do y'all think 12-year-olds should be able to get a vaccine without the parents' knowledge and consent? Do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get a vaccine without their parents' knowledge and consent?
I don't know.
Okay, well, California's voting on it week. Call them and tell them to vote no. All your senators.
The illusion in Hollywood is real. For sure.
What's up, dude? Do you think a 12-year-old should be able to get a vaccine without their parents' knowledge and consent?
I guess not. It doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't sound like a good thing?
Yeah, but
Or,
at the same time, though, that's just a necessary thing, you know.
oh shoot, I think I gave away the other one. SB 866, look it up, bro. They're voting on it here in about a week. I'm looking for the one with the, these are all the emergency declaration ones, I think. Yeah, these are all the declaration ones. These are all the declaration ones. Let's go find the group. Let's go find the group. Let's go find the group. I'm gonna hand these out and give them away to everybody else too. Hi, how are you guys? Hi there. Can I ask y'all a question?
I don't know.
Are you the mama bear here? One of many.
Are you?
I am on public access, yes. But I will point it this way if I can ask you a question.
Sure, I guess so now.
Okay, so I'm with the Peoples Convoy. We just traveled across the entire country. Hearing about Hearing about a week, California's gonna be voting on 10 bills. One of them being SB 866, allowing 12-year-olds without their parents' knowledge and consent to get vaccinated.
Oh, that's fucked up. No, I'm against that.
Yeah. This doesn't have it in there, but it's SB 866. Call your senators and tell them to vote no on SB 866. We gave away all the other flyers so far. I'm not sure on this one. But you can go to the peoplesconvoy.org. Is that on here anywhere?
Yep, it is right there.
Okay, perfect. You can find all the info there.
I will.
Thank you so much. I don't know who's playing music, but that's what's up. I hope it's not copyrighted. Hey, can I ask y'all a question? No questions? Okay. Have a good day. Yeah, baby. Hey, what's up, boss? Can I ask you a question really quick?
What's it about?
Well, it's about COVID. Nah, okay. Do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent? SB 866, look it up.
Here in about a week, California is going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccines without their parents' knowledge and consent. SB 866. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. We're tired of the tyrannical overreach. The penalty to treason is death. Maybe these politicians need to be reminded what an electric chair is. Thank you very much.
All right, let's go find the group, everyone. Let's go find the group. We got to find the group. Hey, what's up, Holmes? dig it. They give you a pamphlet, dude? Okay, do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent?
No, I got no kids.
But do you think that it's okay for a 12-year-old to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent? I said without their parents' knowledge and consent. Here in about a week, SB 866, they're going to be voting on it here in California. If we don't call our senators and tell them to vote no, they're going to try to pass it through law. So, California, stand up, baby.
California, stand up, baby. Let's go.
If you want to stop by today. Yeah, so the boarding school is a tax reservation.
Nice longboard, bro. Hey, boss, can I ask you a question really quick? No, you don't like questions? 10 points. Have a good day. Hi, can I ask you a question really quick?
I don't have time, I'm sorry.
Okay, have a good day. Hey, boss, you're a parent. Can I ask you a question? Being a parent, can I ask you a question about kids? Okay, well, in California, here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Is that something you agree with?
I'm not a Californian.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I mean, if California passes it here, being that they have 40 million people out of the 330 million in the country, these other...
Everybody should get vaccinated, but yeah, anything that's done with kids, they need until they're at least 16 should be with their parents.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, man. Boycott Disney! Boycott Disney!
Disney is coercing kids to get vaccinations. Here in California, they're going to be voting here in about a week to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. That is 12-year-olds without the consent of their parents to get vaccinated. Boycott Disney. They are coercing kids to get vaccinated. Disney, we are putting Elsa away. We are putting Elsa away. Listen. Boycott Disney. Everybody boycott Disney. We do not consent. This is a free country. Do not coerce kids. Stay away from our kids, Disney. Okay? What did they say? Just get the vaccine? Just get the vaccine? Just get the... Isn't that what Disney said? Everybody boycott Disney.
boycott Disney.
They're coercing kids to get vaccinated. And here in California, they're going to be voting in about a week to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Why are you working for Disney, bud?
I'm not working for nobody. I'm my independent employee.
Okay, well, anyways, boycott Disney. Boycott Disney. Everybody boycott Disney. Boycott Disney. I can go this way too. Let's everybody call your senators and tell them to vote no on SB 866.
Leave him alone, bro. What's that?
You know,
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You got 500 people watching you right now. 500 people watching you right now. Let's go. Hey,
Hey, boycott Disney. Boycott this guy in the Spider-Man costume trying to be a hero. We're trying to let freedom reign, baby. That is R-E-I-G-N. 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 Let freedom reign, baby. I don't know. Have you seen the Constitution? We're looking for the Constitution, the entire Bill of Rights. If you've seen them, return them to the politicians. I don't think they've read them recently.
I don't think they've read them. Get away from me, dude. Don't touch me now, bro. Don't try to reach for my camera, dude. Don't be reaching for no camera, dude. I'm putting my hand right here. I'm not touching you. Yeah. Not reaching for it.
He thinks he's the real Mickey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
California stand up, SB 866 here in about a week. The politicians are going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We're with the Peoples Convoy, buddy. We just drove all the way across the country to get Californians aware that here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Does anybody here think that a 12-year-old should be able to get a vaccine without their parents' knowledge and consent? It is Bill SB 866. Call your senators and tell them to vote no on SB 866. If you have not heard of it, look it up, baby. Let freedom reign. R-E-I-G-N. Thank you.
Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Hey. These guys right here.
What you need?
Here in about a week, California is going to be voting on SB 866, allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We do not consent. Without liberty, it is all slavery. This is the land of the free. If we do not set the bar for freedom, the whole world fails. Save California. California has 40 million constituents, okay, out of the 330 in this country. If California does not stand up, all these other blue and purple states will try to follow suit. We do not consent. We do not consent.
Don't take that stuff. Why not? Why not?
Hey, my bus, don't take it.
Don't take it. Leave our bus alone.
The American truck driver has brought.
He's got a pamphlet. Hey, he's got a pamphlet. Will you read the pamphlet? Hey, leave me alone.
They're homeless with cell phone. They're homeless with cell phone.
We are Americans, baby. We are Americans. We are all Americans. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican, a Democrat, black, white, gay, straight. Okay, this is about freedom. We are with the Peoples Convoy. Here in about a week, California is going to be voting on 10 evil bills, one of them being SB 866, allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. 12-year-olds without the consent of their parents to get vaccinated.
Can I give you all a pamphlet? PeoplesConvoy.org. You can find all the information on what we're talking about here today. We're just trying to raise awareness to the California constituents and bridge the gap to the younger generation. Thank you. Hey, can I ask you a question? Hey, do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get a vaccine without
We're fucking around Mickey, man. This is not Disneyland, man. Understand, bro.
Do you think a 12-year-old
people here, man?
Do you think a 12-year-old should be able to get a vaccine without their parents' knowledge and consent?
You should be the kind of guy who's
Do you
with
think?
a Mickey suit?
Will you ask it?
Fucking with him just because you're
Boycott Disney. They're coercing kids to get vaccinated. Boycott Disney. Boycott Disney. They're coercing kids to get vaccinated. SB 866. SB 866.
Man, it's not be American with a cell phone and you, man.
Yeah. Well, see, these two was like all trying to be aggressive, so I came back down here to my people. Look.
He was fucking behind Mickey. He was fucking behind Mickey, man.
I said boycott Disney. I was falling around saying boycott Disney.
Hey. But you coming to fuck with the people that is working.
Yeah. These are Californian bills, bro.
I don't care, man.
California needs to stand up.
Man,
California, bro.
That's why you can come to fuck with people here?
Look, we're raising awareness. It's called raising awareness. Did you know? Did you know about SB 866?
I record you. That's harassing, man.
Just go down there.
That's harassing.
Hey, y'all do y'all shit down there, bro. This my boys. We gonna ride with them regardless, bro. This what we gonna do. We gonna ride with them regardless. We all work out here, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, y'all go down there.
We'll go down there. We'll go down there. Hey, I appreciate. Hey, listen, I appreciate you coming up and talking to me like a man. These two did not do that. So thank you very much, brother. Hey, bro. Hey. Since you were really calm and cool, bro, can you just read that? Go to the peoplesconvoy.org. Bro, it's not about color. It's not about nothing like that, bro. Freedom. It's about freedom. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Oops. Sorry, bud. See, that's how you do it. You talk to people like a man.
If anybody has not read the bill SB 866, it is allowing 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. We do not consent. Call your senators and tell them to vote no. Thank you very much. Let freedom reign, baby. REIGN.
All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. This is Your Freedom Rising, watching Alex Glassgow and the People's Convoy on the Hollywood Boulevard. Thanks for watching.
No, like the Walk of Shame. I thought it was like the Walk of Fame, not the Walk of Shame. The Walk of Fame, not the Walk of Shame.
I'm going to try to let the audio balance out here. Thanks for stopping by.
Hold the line, baby. Hold the line, baby.
Yo, hey, hold up.
Maybe that'll make the people like.
Hey, oh, I see the flags.
Maybe that'll make the people like.
What's that? How can I give you a pamphlet? I'm with the People's Convoy, and yeah, okay, thank you. Hey, it's all about freedom. If they don't want to take it, they don't have to. Can I give y'all a pamphlet? Okay, thank you very much. Let freedom reign, baby. Let freedom reign. Take the pamphlet, look it up. Here in about a week, they're going to be voting to allow 12-year-olds to get vaccinated without their parents' knowledge and consent. Do you think that's a good idea, sir? No. You don't think so? Call your senators and tell them to vote no on SB 866. SB 866. Call them, tell them to vote no. Thank you. Yo, I need to like switch out my battery pack, y'all.
Muting for the audio here, guys. Muting for the music. There we got him dancing with the flag. This is Your Freedom Rising. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We're checking in with Alex Glassgow and the People's Convoy at Hollywood Boulevard earlier in the week. Thanks for stopping by. And as I wrote in the chat, we plead the promise of the shed blood of Jesus Christ over Hollywood Boulevard, over all these people on the boardwalk, over all the people being deceived by the illusion of Hollywood. We pray they would be woken up.
Yeah, yo, those one guys were like trying to get up on me and shit.
Yeah, that's why I stepped back up and I said, man, you know, I said what I said, you know, anger. You know, because we're doing the same thing they're doing.
Yeah.
But they're peddling CDs.
Yeah. Can we pull on that? The red part? There you go. Thank you.
That must be defeated. They're a basic internet assault on freedom. They take away your basic fundamental rights to what gets injected into your body. And they're an assault on privacy.
Wow. No way. Yeah, I like that.
Now I gotta plug it into this one. Because this is about dead. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna set this down and I gotta
What's your name? Check it out. My name is Bandit. I'm a freedom outlaw. Thank you for backing me up, Bandit.
I got a team in my bank. I don't even need an ID at my bank. It used to be a dream we would chase. I know Jay Stone and Kobe Supreme could relate. I know the whole team could relate.
Alright guys, I'm muting that for the music. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone for stopping by. Thank you for checking us out. Yes, I agree, chat. The parents should decide for our children. There is definitely something to be said about why California, why all these places continually want to go after the children. I do believe that there is much, many of it is demonic, many of it involves sorcery and different types of things, so we just plead the blood of Jesus over California, over these laws and mandates, over the people in the state, over the people that have been pulled into deception by the enemy through all of these things. We plead the blood of Jesus, the promise of the shed blood of Jesus over the children and over these laws that would attempt to give them power over the children. It is an evil and disgraceful thing that they are attempting to do, and so we are asking that God's grace would fall upon us and that God's full power would be displayed for all to see, that we claim the lives of the children for God and for truth, and that these evil beings would not be able to touch the children. And so we are asking for God's provisions to be upon us, to be over us, that we could be receive God's grace through the shed blood of Jesus, and that we could see, be liberated from these laws, liberated from these mandates, and that we could see freedom come over the land.
It's going to be in traffic. If we go down to...
Let's cross the street.
If we go down to
the beach?
I was going to say Santa Clarita. No.
You guys want to go to the beach?
Well, we can. Either way, we're going to be stuck in traffic on the way back because traffic is bad from like 3 to 8.
Okay. You guys want to go to the beach? You guys got beach clothes?
I don't know about beach clothes, but we
I am happy to go to the beach. I went in well, about this deep in a skirt last time I was here for the we came out to start the convoy.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, maybe we could
First time in the Pacific Ocean.
Maybe we could just like walk up and down like the pier.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
We should go though soon.
Okay.
Either way,
Okay.
I don't think we're getting back until
Okay.
late.
You want to go to the beach? You want to go to the pier? Let's go to the pier. Let's go to the pier. Let's cross the road. What's up?
At the pier, the only parking, well, they have paid parking. It's probably $7 a car.
Oh, ouch.
I'm not sure about that, but that's what I'm remembering from a couple months ago.
Guys, if you guys donate to me, if you guys let me know that you guys donated, I will pay for everyone's parking at the pier. If you guys, hey, what's up, dude? You want to roll with us to the pier?
Right now?
We're gonna go to the pier.
Right there. Yeah.
Where is it? How far away is it?
12 miles away.
Oh, it's 12 miles away? Okay. Which pier? What's it called?
Santa Monica Pier.
Santa Monica Pier? Okay, let's go to Santa Monica Pier. Hey, guys, if you guys, hey, thank you, Kim. Hey, thank you for putting my links in there. If you guys pay for if you guys donate, I will pay for everyone's parking. It's $7 a park, a spot.
I'm not sure it's $7. That's just what comes to mind.
We probably got what, 11 vehicles?
Yes.
About 11? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's not more than 15 and it's more than 5.
Okay, so it's more than 5, less than 15.
15, I think.
Okay.
He's gonna go with the silver.
I know, that's what he said. He's like, I'm just gonna ride over there. Oh, really? Dude, heck yeah. We're trying to bridge the gap to the younger generation, bro.
We need some young
For real, for real. Hey, I spin fire professionally, bro. If you come down to the spot, I'll spin fire just for you. I only done it like 2-3 times since I've been here a month.
Play day on Friday where, well, in Banning. Probably I can't make it Passover, but
We're celebrating all.
Follow me on YouTube, dude. You got your phone?
no, I don't.
Okay. Alex Glasgow, like the capital of Scotland. Capital of Scotland is Glasgow, so just think of that. You guys want to go to the pier?
What with you, man?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get back to our car soon anyway.
Yeah.
2-hour limit's coming up.
Okay, so guys, if we could get some donations, I'm gonna pay for everyone's parking. If it's like, cause it might be like $10 or so a car. Huh? My stream, I've got 400 people some watching.
Okay.
Works for me.
Guys, hey, look at your PayPal, Alex. Hey, Susan just sent some money. I don't know how much it was. Susan, how much did you send? Oh yeah, let's cross the street. Wait. We need somebody to go get, we need to tell everybody what's going on. So let's go back and we'll go to the next intersection and then we'll cross. Does that sound good? Oh, some guys are down in the corner?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go that way. Me and Rose will go that way. You guys go that way and we'll meet in the middle under there and then we'll start walking back. Okay? Gather everyone around that might be there and then we'll meet at this theater right here. Okay, so anybody that's straggling, I'll grab them up and we'll meet at the theater on the other side of the road.
Do you have enough of these to pass out anyway?
I've got a bunch of them in my car.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of them in my car. I just didn't bring them all. So. Okay, so if you guys could walk that way and grab any stragglers and meet us at the theater. Is there any stragglers? Rose is over there? Okay, well then let's just go this way.
All right, guys. I'm going to move.
No.
We should have.
Yeah.
We'll watch this a little longer and then I'll move on to
there's
another clip.
If, can I give you a pamphlet?
Why'd you shoulder him? You laid it on his face.
We told Simon and he's...
that one couple that was riding with Dom. Hey, where's that couple that was riding with you guys?
All right, guys, we're gonna move on.
Where's
to
that couple that was
clip.
riding with you guys?
So here is a clip from the protests in LA, and this is Golden Renaissance Productions. And he's doing some interviews here. Just give me one moment, please. Okay. All right, so this is Golden Renaissance with some interviews. Let's check it out.
Who are you guys with? I've never heard of you. I saw it on the thing. You guys are speaking.
So we're with Firefighters for Freedom. We're a group of firefighters who are standing up against the mandates.
Mhm.
Obviously, they threatened our jobs back in August here in LA County.
Mhm.
I was a Beverly Hills firefighter. I was terminated about 3-4 weeks ago, and a lot of us have been put off the job, unpaid leave. They violated our due process. Me personally, I submitted a religious exemption, and the city said my religion is not strong enough or the right religion, and they denied it. Put me off on unpaid leave, said I'm too dangerous to be around patients.
Have they granted anyone religious exemptions?
They did. In my city, it was very arbitrary. They granted 14 originally, 8 were denied,
Mhm.
and there was no reason, no justification, no criteria. It was very arbitrary. In fact, there was...
Who they like the most or what?
I guess. I don't even know. Yeah, the HR director, she had all power.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple other firefighters, and we had the same argument. For me, I'm not taking a shot under any circumstances. I'm
Mhm.
a very religious person. I'm
Yeah.
Christian. I prayed about it, and my decision for me is don't take it. And so
Mhm.
disobeying that
Mhm.
is a sin. So that's been my decision from the beginning, and I'm willing to stand up for it for all costs. But in all honesty, it's nothing to do with public health. As
Well-
we can see, it's all to do with removal of our freedoms, man.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And I'm
Yeah.
not giving in. So a lot of us are standing up for that. We stand for the right to choose our freedoms, our constitutional freedoms, and then our God-given rights.
Mhm.
And so we're advocating for firefighters, but also just all Americans.
Mhm.
We're all up and down the state. We're all over the country. We have chapters popping up all over.
So it's a newer movement that started
It is a newer movement that started in August.
Okay.
Again, when they threatened our jobs.
here. It
in
started
LA.
here. Okay.
So a lot of the guys in FRF have started in LA City Fire.
Okay.
We've been branching out. I of course joined up with them after.
Mhm.
We got firefighters again all over New Jersey, Arizona, Nevada. You know, we're a coalition of other firefighters and other groups as well.
Okay.
And standing up against this, and we're trying to get answers. We've really been abandoned by a lot of the big unions and the big local chapters. They
Yeah.
have nothing to protect our jobs, and that's their one responsibility.
Well, unions all go one way for some reason.
They all go one way.
It's like,
But when they brag about protecting our labor rights
Yeah.
and our jobs, they were completely just gone. They're absent on the matter, and it's interesting because regardless of where you stand on the the V
yeah,
or
the V. Yeah.
mandate,
Thank you.
then you still have to protect labor. You
Yeah.
have to protect the process. So they violate our due process. They violate our Skelly rights. We have property right over our jobs here in California. We have a lot of protections, and they've done nothing to protect any of that. So
And-
who's to say there's a next thing that they're going to violate our rights for, and they're absent on that too? It doesn't make any sense.
So I'm kind of in the future right now. I have a second camera that you can speak freely on.
Okay.
But do you want to give your name to people here?
Yeah, my name's Josh Satley. You can find me at jsat30 on Instagram or jsat_30. Again, I'm also a board member on Firefighters for Freedom. We're going to be starting a march, Station 4, which is 400 North Temple, at 11:15. You're around.
When-
to go.
today?
Today.
Okay.
Right before. We're going to have the fire engine lead it off. And we
You
have
should get some of the truckers.
We will have truckers. We're going to have whoever else wants to join us, but it's a coalition of firefighters. And we got guys from New York, DC, Florida, all over the country. We have some came down from San Francisco today. So, you know, in the fire service, we're a fire family. We're brotherhood. We look out for each other the best we can, and we definitely feel like we've been abandoned. So, this new group has had to form out of necessity. There was a void. But yeah, come on down. We're going to be marching with this fire engine, and obviously we're
With 11:15. All right.
11:15, 400 North Temple. Yeah.
I'll see if I can make it. I'm walking around. I
Yeah,
might
I
get
hope you can
distracted.
make it, man. And
If not,
march
though.
with us, dude. We got a big American flag that walked across the Brooklyn Bridge.
Mhm.
It was also in DC. I was there in DC at the Defeat the Mandates there as well.
Okay.
And
When was that? Oh, see, I missed that
was
one.
in January.
Okay, that
It
was
awesome.
January. Okay.
So yeah, I formed with Anthony and Jorge Ventura, big LA news guys. They were out there too.
guys
Hey guys,
selling
how you doing?
shirts? T-shirts?
We're the booth's right over there. I think we might have a few, but we have hats and some other swag. I think there was some issues with t-shirts.
I donated to you guys.
Thank you
You're
so much.
awesome.
Thank you.
400 Temple.
Yeah, 400 or 450.
West Temple, East Temple.
Station 4. Let me get you the address right now, bro.
Station 4.
What's your name?
Douglas.
Douglas?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, dude. You're just you're like a real news guy on the streets.
I guess. I don't know if real news is the.
Well, real life, dude. You're not bought out by a big pharma or any side. You're just telling the truth of what it is.
Yeah. And the one.
And you love America. You love freedom, right? So
Of
I mean,
course.
we're on the same page, bro.
I'm trying to. This is a little dirty, but that's my
That's all right.
website.
Cool, man. Here, if you want to email me or anything, here.
Oh yeah, I'd like to
Scan-
interview you one day. Because
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get
Can you just
podcasting back up.
Scan that, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
Let me see.
I got that dot, and you just, it's got my email and all that kinds of stuff, and you can find my Instagram handle. And,
I'm bad at. I'm still
I've
new
been
to this.
speaking out, dude. No worries. I've been speaking out
Show
from
options.
October. That's the one thing you'll find with firefighters is
Josh, do you have a zip tie?
pre-August. No, I can go get one. Pre-August, firefighters are quiet, dude. We
Yeah.
had a representative speak for us because a lot of us are worried about losing our jobs or speaking up on Instagram and getting fired for it.
Yeah.
And also, we like to keep it in-house and work our asses off that way. But because we've been abandoned so much, now you're going to see a lot of firefighters speaking out. I've been speaking out since then, advocating a lot of these events. I'm speaking today. I spoke at a lot of other events and we're advocating for that. Have you talked with Michael McMahon yet?
No.
Talk with him, LAPD. He's in the same boat I am right now. He's fighting the same battle over masses. They're getting ready to terminate him. He's a good dude. He's running for office. You want to definitely interview this guy. Yeah.
I'm trying to
Definitely
save
interview
your.
this
I
guy.
don't know how to bookmark.
So he went from protecting the streets to now getting kicked to the curb and thrown in the trash. Like
Oh yeah. How's it going?
Anyways, man, yeah, I'll be over here and
All right.
I'll meet you. Thanks, bro.
Nice to meet you, man. And like I said, later I'll put a camera in a different one.
Okay.
How you doing?
If you're talking about anything, it's the action. So what? Can you want us to tell your story?
Sure, yeah, if you want to. What's your name?
Douglas.
Douglas?
Yep. And your name?
Mike McMahon.
Mike McMahon.
Yeah.
He threw us together, so we're both in the
No,
same
that's cool.
boat.
Are you
YouTube right now, live.
Oh, live. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
So,
It
yeah.
did. I had 15 minutes of nothing happening for a moment before I came over here, so
Right.
at least there's talking.
Yeah.
You want to jump in your story and share
Sure,
it with
yeah.
everyone?
My name is Mike McMahon. I'm a LAPD officer. I've got 14 years on. I've been suspended without pay since November 3rd for refusing to acquiesce to the mandates.
Yeah.
And I won't test either. So what I did is I co-founded a medical freedom advocacy group called Roll Call for Freedom, which is made up of LAPD officers and LA city workers. So our main goal is the protection of the 57,000 city employees. That includes the fire department, it includes the LAPD. So we're out here just on the front lines, just trying to make a difference. We have active litigation against the city. We filed a lawsuit. Claiming discrimination and several other items. So yeah, right now we're just out here just trying to get rid of the mandates and supporting all the other artists out here as well.
Do you have a business card?
I do.
So I'm trying to get some podcast interviews going.
No, yeah. I mean, currently right now I've been through 5 days of a termination hearing.
Okay.
The department's really sort of trying to get rid of the independent critical thinking officer.
Yeah, well, because they want people to take.
Yeah, they
Orders.
basically want to turn us into brown shirts.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the same thing they did with the military too. That way they take orders. It's like, oh, you did this, you'll do anything.
You know, my biggest thing, to be honest with you, is I
just my website.
Thank you very much. You know, I took an oath to uphold the Constitution.
Yeah.
And that includes enemies both foreign.
What's up, everybody?
And so I believe that what's happening here with
Make
these
some
mandates,
noise for
we
freedom!
have domestic terrorists essentially trying to force their way into our country by telling us.
You guys got good seats. You're here early for sound check. That's smart.
Well, thank you for talking to me. I have a second camera, which is more free.
Yeah,
if you want, when
Here's
I'm
another
walking
good guy
around.
right here. This guy Vincent Stein. He's a LA County Sheriff's deputy who's actually suspended since October for refusing to mask.
I want to stick another person. Yeah.
And he's going to run for Senate seat here in California, and I'm actually running for an assembly district now.
Okay.
You know, we got to change. If you don't like the government you have to change it.
Which district?
41, which is like Pasadena all the way up to the 15 along the 210 freeway. So.
All right.
I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I just feel like they're not good enough. But then
Let me check the comments real quick.
your guys' energy, it's like, I gotta do this.
What's up, y'all? Do you feel like talking? I'm live with people right now.
Yeah.
If you want to share your story, Vince, Douglas. Nice to meet you. So you want to tell your story?
All right, everyone. This is Your Freedom Rising. We're currently watching this is a restream of a previous broadcast. This is Golden Renaissance Productions doing interviews at the LA rally on April 10th. And so thanks for stopping by. And thanks for checking it out. And so let's see what this man has to say. I must say that first guy had a nice mustache. My mic was muted, but I was going to say that man has a nice mustache. So that being said, let's move on to this guy and see what this fellow has to say on this interview that Golden Renaissance Productions is doing with him at the LA rally on April 10th. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, sure.
Boom. So you were a sheriff's deputy?
I technically still am.
Yeah.
But I was
On paid
suspended
leave or
back in
something.
October for not wearing a mask. And the timing of it was kind of suspect because I was part of the lawsuit that was filed against the county. And then 3 weeks later, I got singled out of everybody in the department, and I was disciplined for not wearing a mask. So I was trying to find ways to be more active, to fight back, and to make a stand. So one thing led to another. I decided to run for office just because I'm just tired of everything going on. And I've connected with people like Mike and Josh, and us being together has really motivated me to take things to the next level, which is why I'm running for California State Senate, District 22.
District 22 in California?
Running against a Democrat, Susan Rubio. She hasn't really done much, and I'm looking to get in there and actually make things happen, to fight for our freedoms, protect our Second Amendment rights, to protect the United States from the communist Chinese influence, and also to provide support for law enforcement. We need more funding for law enforcement so that communities can be safe again.
Awesome.
And those are all things I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Here we are. This is great.
And yeah, I don't want you to criticize the sheriff, whoever. whoever it was, but I would ask you about that otherwise, but maybe off camera. And how can people reach you if they want to?
My website at TSAI, the number 4, Senate.com, Senate.com.
And you're running where again?
District 22, so that's El Monte all the way to West Covina, San Dimas, Laverne, Pomona, Chino. You can visit my Instagram as well. It's the same as my website, Cypher Senate.
Awesome. Do you have a business card on you?
I have a postcard on my booth over there.
Okay.
Later.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
I'll see you around now. You as well. All right, let's go look at the trucker lineup. Ask for website. I think I did, right? I'm gonna try and keep up with these people as much as I can, but obviously it's a little difficult with as many people as I'm meeting right now. But so he said, if I go down, just come back and I'll tell you where to go, because he's just gonna stream on YouTube the whole time. Which I don't want. I'm trying to get over to Rumble by like 12, or noon Pacific time. I'll tell you what. You drive across the country, you know, you feel like you don't feel so lazy anymore. I woke up at 5 this morning, just like wide awake, but it's 5 LA time. And then I was like, I gotta go. And I didn't even know everyone was leaving. We all left like 5:30 from the camp. How's it going?
All right, guys. We'll check out another clip here. This is an update from Oreo Express from yesterday on the convoy and where they'll be heading.
So I'm going to pull this up. Banning California to Bakersfield, California, just to give you guys an idea. Sorry, my mouse isn't playing with me too. So banning California to Bakersfield, California. Now this is a regular vehicle. This is no traffic, yada, yada, yada. It's 3 hours and 3 minutes. It's 194 miles, which makes it 4 hours approximately. So if you do that math, and let's just say by some miracle, like I truly think God would have to come down and make this happen, and I don't think it's going to happen, but let's say they start pulling out at 10 a.m. That would put them in Bakersfield about 2. And then you can figure out the rest from there. You know, Tulare to me is about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. That would put them in Tulare at 3. Then that would put them in Fresno at 3:45, 4 o'clock. So you guys get the gist of it. Between Bakersfield, which hopefully we have a lot of patriots that are calling around, getting everybody set up and taken care of. But again, I don't think it's gonna be that early. But I think you guys need to watch the live streams. I will be live to gauge when you need to be at those overpasses. But it's extremely important that you guys come through. Alexis says, I just love to watch them convoys get my adrenaline going. Amen to that. That is absolutely true. Oh, that thing's stupid. Oh, because I said Alexis and Alexa turned on. You like that, huh? Elon Musk is a Twitter and Michael Corleone to know. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to bring that up. So let me talk a little about that, because we talked about that before, and that had to do with hold on, Twitter. Let me pull up Twitter really quick and talk about that. So remember we reported like a week and a half ago, Elon Musk bought the largest share in Twitter. That thing's still going off if you can hear it in the background. Thing's stupid. It says, Twitter on Friday adopted a poison pill to block Tesla CEO Elon Musk from significantly increasing his stake to purchase the social media platform. So again, this is what we call fascism. They changed the whole rules for themselves. Alexa, stop. Gosh. They changed the rules for themselves and nobody else. But let me read this to you really quick. And poison pill. So give me 1 second and I'll pull this up here. Let's do this. Twitter said Friday that its board of directors have unanimously adopted a poison pill defense in response to Tesla CEO Elon Musk's proposal to buy the company and take it private. Twitter said the move, formerly called a limited duration shareholders' rights plan, aims to enable its investors to realize the full value of their investment by reducing the likelihood that any one person can gain control of the company without either paying shareholders a premium or giving the board more time. Poison pills are often used to defend against hostile takeovers. And that's what they're worried about. They don't want Twitter to be free speech. They don't want us to be on free, to be able to say, you know what, maybe this medicine works. Or maybe you should try this. No, they want to go by, again, what they have. I mean, they're responsible for killing people, just like many of the social media platforms, by not allowing doctors to give good information and things that could save their life. So, I mean, Twitter is already on the hook for that. And I would love to see Jack Dorsey in handcuffs for that. Twitter's plan would take effect if Musk's roughly 9% stake grows to 15% or more. Even then, Musk could still take over the company with a proxy fight by voting out the current directors. Twitter said the plan doesn't prevent the board from engaging with parties or accepting an acquisition proposal if it's in the company's best interest. Twitter had revealed in a securities filing Thursday that Musk offered to buy the company outright for more than $43 billion. I think it was like $54 a share. And when I looked at it that night, I think the shares were 49. I might be wrong. Twitter had revealed $43 billion, saying the social media platform needs to be transformed as a private company in order to build trust with its users. Nobody trusts Twitter's. It is an echo chamber for the mentally ill. Go on there and look at the blue check marks. These are the people that want to, like, literally, they want live streams of murdering babies in the hospitals. That's how sick some of these folks are. And again, you can't have that other side there. I know numerous people that have been kicked off Twitter. I don't care about Twitter. That's why I say what I say. We're live on Twitter right now. They could kiss my you-know-what. Later on Thursday, during an onstage interview at the TED 2022 conference, he went even broader. Having a public platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is extremely important to the future of civilization. I've wanted someone like Elon, and again, Elon's a very intelligent person. Elon, I don't agree with him on everything, and some of the stuff I think he does is total socialism, and then other stuff when he is correct on this. To take away free speech, that is supposed to be a public forum. People say, oh, it's a private company. Then you can't advertise and you can't decide what's put on your platform, or you need to be held accountable for that. So that means if a leftist says, oh, you should do this, people should be able to sue if they don't allow a whole broad range of speech, right? They're choosing the speech they want. So, and then if you guys didn't know, we said last week, I think it was 9.2 or 9.3% Elon Musk had purchased, which made him the largest shareholder. Well, Vanguard Group, they purchased more, and now they are back to the largest shareholder. Again, with Elon's money, he could do whatever. If he wanted to sink Twitter, he could, if that was his goal. That's not his goal. His goal was to get a platform with a lot of users that has been used for exactly the wrong purpose, to help out the DNC, to help fuel wars overseas. I mean, that's what Twitter has truly been used for, if people would look at it, and then silence those who just want to have an opinion or speak the truth. Trucking Girl 79, how are you? Yes, so, and then, so we'll get back to that, and then we'll end this, since that is all I have for tonight, and it is,
all right. This is Your Freedom Rising. We're just checking out some different pages, some different updates of the convoy, and different things. Let's actually move to, so this is going along the same topic as well. This is Tim Pool in real life. His podcast, actually outlining some of the things that Oreo just talked about with Elon Musk and this whole Twitter thing. But the reason I had this Tim Pool in real life up is because this is you can see his chat here, and actually we deep fried Tim Pool's chat. Alex Glassgow did a call to action, and we kind of sort of followed suit. And so we can listen to a little bit here of Tim Pool's podcast. They talks about some of the same things that Oreo just talked about, and then if you can see the chat, you're going to see French fries, American flags, and rain, and you're going to see a bunch of our people deep frying Tim Pool's chat. So I put this on here. I thought that was kind of cool. So thanks for stopping by, and let's check it out.
Twitter, so that they would actually be the biggest shareholder, and Elon would no longer be the number one shareholder. Vanguard, along with BlackRock and one other...
State Street.
Yeah. Yes.
Imagine.
They own $22 trillion worth of the S&P 500, worth of the top 500 companies that are traded on the stock exchange. What they are essentially is using your money from your 401k, from your Roth IRA, money from your pension account. They're using your money to amass power for themselves to act against your interests. And I think Vivek rightly points out, it's actually probably the greatest abuse of fiduciary responsibility in all of human history. And I think that's part of what Elon is, very clearly up against. He's up against you say these deeply entrenched powers that be, or these deeply entrenched powers against free speech. It's literally three entities.
So the Daily Wire, you're launching kids content.
Yeah.
Are you insinuating you're going to launch financial investment and holdings companies to challenge this machine?
There is nothing that we will not do.
I'm imagining it's like 2070, and people are like, oh, I got to run to the Daily Wire to cash my check. And then it's like, when you're out, can you go to the Daily Wire to pick up a large pizza? Yeah. And then I'm gonna stop at the Daily Wire to fill up my tank before I go. And
meanwhile, down in the Caribbean on an island called Godkingia.
Ben has been offering me payday loans since I started at the company. 50 points on the it's easy.
If they were to refuse this buyout and then maybe do their investors wrong, what could they expect? What kind of reprisal?
Well, I think that heretofore, none. It's never occurred to any of them that they could be held responsible. And I think this is of all the tweets that Elon Musk has put out in the last several weeks about Twitter, this is the most interesting one, because he's essentially saying, I am one of the people they have a fiduciary duty to. By not joining the board, Elon did not place himself in a position of fiduciary responsibility, which leaves him with the actual legal right to act against the financial interests of Twitter. And I think what he's telling them is, I will personally sue them out of existence if they violate their fiduciary responsibilities.
But it's a lie. I mentioned the Trump thing, the platform dying, because when Trump joins, the platform goes nuts. All of a sudden, people have a reason to use it and be on it. Alex Jones, for instance, they have banned people to the point of irrelevancy. It's not fun anymore. Yeah. I stopped taking the platform seriously. I post such absurd nonsense half the time. But back when there was a real
1 million followers on the platform.
It's weird to me. That's
weird to me too.
I posted a hairless rabbit once, and I'm like, why are people following me? Yeah. But they do, and it's fine. I just maybe that's it. Maybe the irreverence and the absurdity is something worth following. But my view is, I used to use this platform as a utility for journalism, right? And now, because of how radioactive the platform's become, how awful it is, it's effectively worthless. But I think maybe Twitter realized or I should say, assumed what a lot of media companies did, that culture war is money. As much as the left likes to accuse any one of us of being grifters, the left has been doing what's called mission-driven storytelling long before any conservative, right-wing, or libertarian person figured out what was going on. All of these digital media companies in the early 2010s realized if we get political, we make money. And then they have the nerve to call everybody else grifters.
Well, here's the thing. That's fine. Obviously at the Daily Wire, we have a point of view. We have a series of biases. But we own those biases. If you look at the tradition of journalism in America, the Tennessee newspaper used to be called the Tennessee Democrat. If you go back to the time of the earliest presidential elections, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, they wouldn't run for office. They would have looked down on that. Instead, they owned and marshaled newspapers to actually be their political instruments. That's always been the history of journalism in this country until the post-war consensus. And then we came up with this absurd notion of objective journalism, which is a paradoxical kind of concept in and of itself. I think it's very good that the New York Times is so far left. It's very bad that the New York Times won't just admit and own their biases. Right. If they would just tell us, yes, we're on the left, and that gives you a series of expectations when you read our content. Doesn't mean that that it's okay to be completely polemical or to actually be propaganda outlets. You should tell the truth, but you should let us know from what point of view you're telling that.
I agree,
truth.
except the issue is when big tech platforms embrace that.
Well, but again, if Twitter would own its biases, if YouTube would own its biases, that would actually create a market for alternatives. But the problem is that they lie about their biases.
I disagree. I think conservatives know Twitter hates them. And what do? Parler, Gab, Minds, Getter?
Yeah, no one's going there because there are only two reasons to be on Twitter, and they matter. Twitter is the smallest big tech platform. It's why Elon can make this kind of play on, even though he's the richest man in the world, still takes a lot for one guy to take down a big tech platform.
Yep.
There are two reasons to be on Twitter. One is to get into fights with celebrities. It's super fun. It's great. Anyone can do it. The celebrities bite. That's the one reason. The second reason is because it sets the news cycle. So not a lot of people actually use Twitter, and they never really have.
But all the right people do.
All the right people do. And so look, I'll own it. That's how I write a lot of my shows. I see what's trending on Twitter. It's how a lot of news articles are written now. And all of the blue check journos are on there. And so if you can control the narrative on Twitter, you're really controlling the narrative throughout most of the mainstream media.
Speaking of, you mentioned Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock as three entities essentially controlling the world. If you really look into it, you start to see that they own each other, that there's a lot of the same people. This is from Wall Street Zen. State Street is the largest individual shareholder of, or let's get this right, Vanguard is the largest individual State Street shareholder with 34.26 million shares representing. So Vanguard owns 9.36% of State Street.
Wow, it's amazing.
And it gets deeper and deeper the more you look into it.
Let's pull up some of this weirdity, this absurdity, oddity, shady dealings, weirdity. So we have this tweet from Al-Walid Talal. He says, "I don't believe that the proposed offer by Elon Musk, $54.20, comes close to the intrinsic value of Twitter given its growth prospects. Being one of the largest and long-term shareholders of Twitter, Kingdom, KHC, and I reject this offer." Elon Musk responded to this in a very powerful way. But the first thing I want to do is give you some context. In a story from Reuters, published by Yahoo Finance, they say something very simple. Let me scroll down. Serial underperformer. Twitter's lower than expected user additions in recent months have raised doubts about its growth prospects, even as it pursues big projects such as audio chat rooms and newsletters. Yes. Anybody who knows anything knows that Twitter has constantly struggled.
That's right.
So what about Elon Musk's premium offer as a bad deal? Well, for the prince in Saudi Arabia, maybe it is a bad deal. Elon Musk responded. Interesting. Just two questions, if I may. How much of Twitter does the kingdom own directly and indirectly? What are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech? Whoa!
Brutal.
Elon Musk is a brave man in going after some of the biggest companies and political, leaders in the world. But he makes a really good point, and I'll throw it back to the point I made earlier. I believe the prince, Al-Walid, is correct. $54.20 doesn't come close to the true value of Twitter, which is controlling the American news cycle, especially if you're dependent upon the United States for weapons. And you like a lot of the U.S. foreign interests when it comes to destabilizing the region.
No, it's true. And so people talk about the fact that Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, and it's definitely very funny. There's a lot of great memes that have come out of that. But Elon Musk owning Twitter would obviously make him significantly more powerful than any billionaire who happens to own a single publication.
Well, this is also how Elon Musk, I think, makes almost all of his decisions. He thinks, what is Jeff Bezos doing? How can I do it better? That's his actual... Oh, you make phallic rocket ships? That's cute, Bezos. I'll take us to Mars.
I think before the show you framed it in the best way possible. So who was it? Was it you, Michael, who said, or maybe Seamus, Elon Musk is the first rich person to do something cool with their money?
Yeah, and that's not an original thought
Cernovich,
from myself. I think it might have been Cerno who said that.
But then you said Jeff Bezos. How did you frame it?
Jeff Bezos does cool. I don't know. He does cool things and makes them uncool.
You said he's interesting as a boring person.
Yeah,
he's like something like that.
And his rocket ship looks like a penis.
Yeah. Well, no, you said.
I mean,
it was really, really good.
A big one too.
It's like. Oh man, it's like the greatest joke ever. But if only you were there, you would have heard it.
Right. Interesting in the way a boring person is, basically.
Yeah, you said in a way a boring person is like he makes a rocket, but it's not cool.
Yeah.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah. Did you see Elon and Jeff were on Twitter talking back and forth about turning Twitter headquarters into a homeless shelter? And Bezos was like, actually, it's a great idea. We converted half of the Amazon, I don't know if it's headquarters or something, into a homeless shelter, and the employees can volunteer. Elon was
Well,
like,
this is
interesting.
the best part
So
about
uncool.
It's like it's very, the way that this has become a very hostile takeover kind of situation. What I love about it is every time Elon does something new and he's rebuffed, by, whether it's by the Saudis or whether it's by the board or Farag Agrawal, they say, "Oh, okay, they got Elon now. Oh, too bad. It was gonna." As if Elon just woke up one day and said, "Hey, buy."
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's hard to buy 9% of Twitter. You kind of have a plan going into it, and you don't become the richest guy on earth on accident. You know, you generally speaking, you're pretty smart about these things. And Elon, not forget about Plan B that he talked about today. I bet you he's got Plan C and D and E and
He's
F.
an engineer. That's what they do.
This
You
is
have
the
contingencies.
The ultimate thing about Elon Musk that I've been saying for a long time. He's the greatest living American. He is the only person.
I'm right here. Okay.
He's the only person on Earth right now with a positive vision for the future of humanity that actually involves, the dignity of the individual. It actually involves freedom, and it's constructive. He's not a guy who's lamenting the past. He's not a guy who thinks it's all over. He doesn't believe we're at the end of history. He's a guy who's like, let's make things cooler than anybody's ever made them. Let's go further than anybody's ever gone. Let's go faster. The greatest answer maybe in the history of, the greatest answer in the history of media is when Larry King asked Vice President Dick Cheney if we should bomb Iran, and Dick Cheney said, "For what?" The second best answer in the history of media is when Jay Leno was trying to jab at Elon Musk for putting bulletproof windows on the Cybertruck. And he's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And Elon said, because it's badass. What are you talking about?
Is it, you know what I like about Elon Musk? All of those things you mentioned, but he $54.20. Everybody's saying he just wanted to put 420 in that.
Yeah.
He wanted that to be in the news.
I bet he did.
He posted the next Twitter board meeting is going to be lit, and it's him smoking pot. he's having fun.
He's a choice like
That's
Ben
right.
Franklin, man. Ben Franklin wanted to make the turkey our national bird. The ultimate troll until Elon.
I think people like turkeys.
I love turkeys.
Yeah.
But I'm also
I don't know
a troll.
about trolling. I think
I will say that God Kings don't look up to many folk, but I will say that everything we do at the Daily Wire is basically trying to emulate this kind of an attitude, to say that our best days are ahead of us, we can build alternatives, we can do good things, we don't have to just sit in a state of perpetual grief because things aren't the way that they used to be, that we can take the great ideas of the past and build better things atop them.
Even the same kind of financial, pardon my bluntness, stupidity, you could just take your money and run.
Yeah.
You could run right now and have a good life. And you, stupidly, have reinvested your money and are building all these new companies.
What an idiot.
Certain kind of stupidness to do the right
Putting money
thing.
into doing good stuff, buying Twitter. Oh, man. But the funny thing is that most rich people feel that way, and that freaks me out. I want to give a shout out to Elon because everything he's doing, I'm inspired by. And I'm somebody who grew up with no heroes. I mean, they're pro skateboarders. That was a great trick, but I never looked at anybody and said, I want to do that. And now I'm watching everything he's doing, and I'm just like, I need $300 billion so I can buy Twitter too. So I can shake things up. I once tweeted at Elon Musk, "Why haven't you built an Iron Man suit yet?" And he responded, "Building Starship." And I was like, that's an acceptable response.
Duly rebuked.
The
Yes.
thing that's so weird about him is that politically he's got generally the right ideas, because all these guys, look, I don't care about cars, I really don't care about electric cars, I don't care about going to space, I never watched I watched Star Wars, not Star Trek. I just don't.
Shame on you.
I know everyone knocks. I don't care. Like, none of that interests me whatsoever. But you know what I do care about? My republic and my government and my politics, and all these futurist guys are always lunatics. All these billionaire masters of the universe always want to enslave all of us and put us in a prison colony on Mars. And he's the one dude who's saying, no, I actually want you to have your traditional way of life and your freedom. It's
Or
really
at a minimum, he's who the government will have to pay to get to the prison colonies on Mars.
That's the long game.
He is African American. He's from South America. So do you guys think South Africa? So do you guys think that we should at some point maybe amend the Constitution so a non-American citizen can run for president?
Well, at least an African American like Elon Musk.
Well,
should.
the question is, do you really think Elon Musk would do more good as president as opposed to what he's doing now?
No way.
Yeah.
Not unless he
And
owns
so,
Twitter.
Well, and I'll say this: I haven't really paid close attention to him. Not enough attention to say I am a huge fan. But stuff like this really makes me like him. What I really appreciate is the fact that he is countering the overpopulation narrative. We were discussing this before the show a little bit. He says that we're not going to have enough people. That underpopulation is going to be a serious problem. He's absolutely correct. And how unbelievably refreshing it is to have an elite who isn't misanthropic, who doesn't say human life is fundamentally bad, or at the very least needs to be mitigated in some way.
Shout out to Elon's mom, dude. That woman is amazing.
But while we're all getting ready to, I'll keep it family friendly and just say pat him on the back.
Only to end world hunger.
I would only ever do that. Maybe.
But there are questions about his statements on China.
Sure.
So I could be wrong, but wasn't he going on like Chinese social media and praising the Chinese Communist Party or something to that effect?
And if that's the case, that's very disappointing.
Could be wrong. I don't want to call out the dude who I think is doing rad stuff. But part of me is concerned, like maybe the dude's got a big play to make a bunch of money, and he's just it's still flipping the bird to the system, which I can respect. But is the end goal, like you mentioned? Here's what he does: he tanks the company, he buys it, he turns it private, changes some rules, lists it, makes a quick billion.
But that's not a bad thing. First of all, Elon Musk doesn't need money. He's the richest person, not only in the world, but in the history of the world. Even when we talk about the $280-some billion of net worth that he has, you have to keep in mind, SpaceX hasn't had a public offering. So we're not really contemplating any of the value that exists in the only access that the United States has to space. Neuralink is probably only just getting started, hasn't gone public. We've never seen in our life, not since Rockefeller, have we seen a figure like Elon Musk. The guy very likely could be the first trillionaire to walk the earth. So we can't even really contemplate the amount of money that Elon Musk represents. So listen, everybody likes to make a quick billion, but Elon Musk isn't. There's just no way that he's motivated in this by that. What I'm saying is that the positive aspect of economic incentive is that it allows you to do good and do well. And so I think that Elon Musk is doing a good thing missionally with what he's doing with Twitter, and he will also likely make a lot of money. I don't see those two things being in.
So the fear is with the metaverse and with Neuralink is someone like Zuckerberg being in charge and letting him get access to your brain. Would you go into the metaverse via a Neuralink if it was Elon Musk who was the God King of the metaverse?
No, I don't.
He's saying he's going to open source the code of Twitter, the algorithm, which is the first step to trusting the device or the software you're using. If you can reference the algorithm, see if it's spying on you or not. If you have a device that lets you enter the metaverse and it's not spying on you, that's the only way to go.
Yeah, and so you mentioned some statements that he ostensibly made about China. This is also part of why I'm sort of withholding a little bit. I don't know a huge amount about the guy, but part of the reason I was making the point that I made is because it is really disturbing that the fact that he is against the overpopulation narrative, it's very disturbing that sets him apart from virtually everyone else in power. But I also think that speaks to what you're discussing, which is this idea of being optimistic and having a plan for the future. I think misanthropy is the greatest indicator that a person doesn't have a plan for the future, and they're just a horrifically jaded pessimist.
Listen, the other aspect of this is that he's probably wrong about China, and maybe he isn't a great dad. I don't know. Maybe he's a great dad. I'm only saying Elon Musk is a human being, and all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and it's not what is common about us that is noteworthy. Definitionally, it's what's noteworthy about us that's noteworthy. And so I think about like George Washington, right? And everybody's, George Washington owned slaves. I'm like, yeah, he was a planter in Virginia in the 18th century. They all owned slaves. That's what's average about him. That's not notable about him at all in his time and in his place. What's notable about him, among other things, is that he freed his slaves. None of the rest of them did. So does that justify slavery? No. Is that an excuse for slavery? No. It's only to say that it's not worth bringing up that George Washington owned slaves. That's not actually an interesting thing about George Washington in his time. He owned 300 slaves, and it was not interesting about him. If I owned even one slave, it would be remarkably noteworthy, because in my time and in my place, that would be the incredibly strange, peculiar thing that reveals something about me. And so for a billionaire industrialist to believe in free trade and be dependent somewhat on the Asian markets and probably on Chinese manufacturing. Elon Musk isn't who outsourced all of America's manufacturing. That happened 50 years ago, 60 years ago. But he is is dependent in many ways on that manufacturing. although he's doing something about it and trying to manufacture in America. But all of that to say, those aren't actually the interesting things about him. They may be negative things about him, but they're not noteworthy things about him. What's noteworthy about him is that he's the only guy in that space who, to your point, seems to be pro-human. He's the only person in that space who seems to be pro-speech. These are the actual noteworthy things.
The pro-human thing part is so important because it is the weirdest aspect to me, especially of Bill Gates. Bill Gates will not shut up about how there are too many people on the planet, and it's just a lie. Overpopulation is completely made up. Most notably, there was this book, The Population Bomb, in 1970-71. It said that within 10 years, even if we now coerce abortions, which the book called for, coerce sterility, even if we do that right now, we're screwed. There's going to be in 10 years mass famine everywhere, and it was completely made up. We're 50 years later, the world population doubled, malnutrition is at an all-time low.
Let me pull up the story. We actually have the story from USA Today. It's from December. Elon Musk says there aren't enough people. Birth rate could threaten human civilization. And I think what people don't realize is that the only reason we have the level of technology we do is due to the specialties of human career, human jobs. So let's go back in time. We're all living in caves. Human beings, it was possible. It was possible for a human being to have the summation of human knowledge in their brain. It was possible because we knew so little. As time went on, we began to learn more and more, and it came to the point where, way back when, you could be a jack of all trades, master of all, because the only jobs were hunter and gatherer.
That's master of both.
Yeah. Master of two.
Don't forget shaman.
But you were let's say you were in your 30s, so you are spiritually, physically, mentally at your peak, and you're like, I am the best human there is, because we didn't know much. But eventually got to the point where we discovered mining, we used animal labor. Eventually one person says, I've dedicated my whole life to learning how to tame these beasts. And some other guy said, I only learned how to grow these crops. All of a sudden now the summation of human knowledge splits. And it's only due to the fact there are more people able to support each other. The more people we have, the more specialty jobs there are. I watched this great TED Talk. Guy made a toaster from scratch. I love referencing this. He could not do it. Plastic was impossible for him to make. He had to, quote unquote, mine it by digging up waste and then melting it. All in all, he made the toaster. It worked for about 20 seconds before frying out. And he said, it's amazing how this toaster costs $10 at Walmart, but a single person struggles to make it. Yeah. There's a book, I think it's by, Lydia, help me if you know, it's No One Knows How to Make a Pizza.
Isn't it by Julie?
Julie?
Yeah,
well, I mean, no one outside of Chicago knows how to make a pizza.
It's a casserole.
It's
But
not a real pizza.
how
dare you?
The idea is that all of the elements of a pizza come from so many different places.
That's why we have Conquest, a big part of it.
Right. I started thinking about this in terms of, to simplify the whole discussion, think about a meal like pad thai. The amount, an American pad thai, sugars, fats, oils, the rice noodles, the meats, if you're going to put squid in it, how all of these things come from all over the world, or maybe even chicken tikka masala. To us, it's like you go to the store and you're like $15 and they hand you the bowl. But all these ingredients come from regions all around the planet, especially in winter, where the chickens might come from the north, the tomatoes come from the south. The more people we have, the more unique things we can create, like spaceships.
Yes. So
That's right. I think about this a lot when people try to tell, like hippie dippies in LA would always try to tell you about the natural diet that they're on. And you're like, yeah, what's the natural diet? And whatever it was, they were describing you describing a way of eating to you that no human being who lived in nature could have ever accomplished, and certainly not in winter.
Right.
Like what? Well, we evolved only to eat like tempeh, kale. Exactly.
Well,
I think the issue is, I think overpopulation is an issue mostly in density, and I had this conversation with Michael Malice because I think that you got to get to the nuance of things. Often these arguments don't explore the deeper issues, and I said I think overpopulation is a problem. You've got dead zones in the Gulf. You've got garbage patches. You've got the windshield phenomenon. Bug populations are in decline, and all of these things seem to be tied to pollution. To which Michael Malice responded, "Yeah, but that's an issue of density in cities." And I'm like, I'll absolutely accept that because I think that's the root of it. And I'm willing to say, you know what? Perhaps the solution is people shouldn't live so close together in concrete blocks that smell like sour milk.
That's right, but it's also there are so many problems with cities in terms of our politics and pollution. But there's a bigger issue here. The better point you're making, in my opinion,
here we go.
Is that
Here comes the
as
salt.
more and more humans are born, more and more complexity is added to humanity. And that complexity actually drives things like innovation. So yes, you get a spaceship, but you also get
Yeah.
You also get like super wheat. Like Alex Barlow is the name of the guy who invented
Norman Borlaug.
Norman Borlaug. Thank you, Norman Borlaug. The reason that we have more people now, and we can eat, unlike what they predicted in the 70s, is because we innovated. Because now there was a need for something that didn't need to exist before that. So yes, the more people you add to the world, the more complexity is added to the world, the more problems are added to the world, and the more potential solutions are added to the world.
For instance, colonize space, yes?
Yeah, and Pestiolopsis, there's a mushroom that'll break down plastic and turn it into sugar, which you can actually eat. It's called Pestiolopsis microspora. And if enough people know about that, we can recover like what Boy and Slat's doing in the Pacific with the garbage patch. He's actually recovering it. Break it down and eat it. You can alloy it with it. You can turn it into chemicals and things.
I got one real quick point. We did an interview with Ben Shapiro, and Ian really shined in his moment because Ben mentioned on a lecture that these charts and predictions about climate change never consider mitigation factors, to which Ian enlightened Ben on carbon capture graphene production.
Yeah, an adaptive technology that will eventually, what you can do is you deposit carbon dioxide onto a palladium copper alloy, and then at some point we're going to be withdrawing so much carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and producing graphene, this new building material, that we'll actually be competing with trees. And if we don't do it right and start now and start organizing, we're going to overcompensate and start starving the trees of carbon dioxide. So we're going to eventually
Ian's
work
view of it is more of a global cooling perspective, because people don't consider the new technology that comes out that could actually threaten the inverse, which is graphene is this wonder technology that Ian never shuts up about.
Thank you.
And I got him a little vial for Christmas the year before last. But production requires carbon capture, and that means we might start mining carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to make graphene, which is it's like a super material.
Yeah,
it can be it can be manipulated in many ways. It's like a superconductor,
supercapacitor. It's a conductor. It's like a touchscreen wallpaper. You can make it, or you can make clothing that's like a touch screen computer. Batteries, wires.
I'll put it this way.
Sounds like hell. I don't want to wear that at all.
It's pure carbon. It's pure carbon. It's organic.
In 10 years, the conversation on climate change may be totally inverted to these graphene companies are cooling the planet.
Well, we've seen it before because the narrative was initially that the planet was cooling, and then it was that the planet was getting hotter, and then it's just that we have climate change, and so it can go in either direction.
That's why you can.
No, I was gonna say, didn't they tell people to drive their cars as much as they could back in the day, like in the 70s?
You know what they'll say now too? The libs and the alarmists will say, "Oh, the global cooling thing, that was just a brief media phenomenon. No scientific institutes ever really pushed that." I have half a chapter of my book just devoted to outlining every major scientific institute that was pushing this stuff. They pushed it for years, and now they've completely memory holed it because it's inconvenient. So of course it's going to happen again. Of course they're going to go in the other direction.
Conservatives love post-apocalyptic stories like we love Walking Dead, and I say we because I count myself among the people who loves things like The Walking Dead. But the truth is, my worldview informs me that it isn't possible. Not only that the zombie aspect of the zombie apocalypse isn't possible, but the entire idea of the complete collapse of human civilization is impossible because we are humans and we innovate. Because if there really was a zombie apocalypse, I would be the god king of zombie extermination, and I would be looking up to Elon Musk, who would be killing trillions of zombies somehow. Like we are a highly adaptive
Tim Pool being
species,
deep fried.
and when a need presents itself, we find ways to meet that need.
Elon did make a flamethrower.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe he knows something we don't
about melting zombies.
I discovered that same flamethrower is terrific for melting Harry's and Gillette razors.
Was that the Elon flamethrower?
It was.
Yeah.
Of course, Jeremy Boring was going to use the Boring flamethrower in his video.
Yeah, so I look, what my view on climate change is, I have no problem when, the establishment or mainstream narrative is that we're burning lots of fuels, it's resulting in a lot of carbon, it's warming the planet. I say, okay, all of that follows as far as I can tell with logic. But I think Ben is right about mitigation factors.
And also, if you want to talk more about the heating up of the planet, it looks like there's evidence that we're still in an ice age, and that what happened 13,000 years ago is a comet shattered over North America and peppered the glacial continent, caused a global flood. But we're still in the ice age. We just prematurely melted a bunch of the ice off. So we're going to continue to melt the rest of the ice and warm.
So that sounds terrible.
That's out of Utah State.
I think it's interesting because when people talk about overpopulation, it's almost as if at the societal level, what we are in the West is that unbelievably wealthy couple with no children and who happen to be debating whether or not they can afford one. It's just an unbelievable failure of.
All right, guys, I think I'm going to sign off for now. This is Your Freedom Rising. Thank you for stopping by. That last segment was Tim Pool being deep fried. As you can see, the French fries and salt going through there. And so I'm going to try to get some more clips and content together for you guys. Try to keep this going. Try to keep getting information out there. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. Shout out to everyone in the chat for coming in. And please be looking out for us when we go live. I'll get some more content and we will check it out. So I hope you guys have a good day. God bless you guys. And we'll see you next time.